Back at 47th Street Apartments in Vero Beach, today we prepped the slab, the foundation that'll hold these apartments for decades. Stick around and I'll walk you through every step and why it matters. Now, last time we finished the underground plumbing, water lines, sewer lines, and everything that has to be in place before we pour. If you miss something here, you're cutting concrete later, and that's expensive. These boards you see here outline the exact footprint of each triplex. They hold the concrete in place when it's poured. The layout has to be perfect. 1 inch off here, it could throw off the walls, doors, everything. Next, we add a vapor barrier. This plastic layer keeps the moisture from creeping up into the concrete and flooring. Then comes the steel, rebar. Concrete's strong in compression but weak in tension. Rebar gives it the strength it needs to handle the weight and stress over time. The slab isn't just concrete, it's the base for everything. If it cracks or shifts, the whole building has problems. Getting this part right makes the rest of the project smooth. In a couple of days, we're gonna pour the slab. Once that's in, framing goes fast and you'll see these apartments take shape in a big way. Make sure to subscribe and follow along as we build this project from the ground up. So we got some questions I wanted to give some answers. The first one is, how thick is the slab? Here in Florida, most residential slabs are about 4 inches thick. In certain load areas, like under bearing walls, we might thicken it up to 6, 8 inches. It all depends on the engineer specs. Why not just pour concrete without rebar? So concrete's incredibly strong when you push down on it, but it cracks under pulling or bending. That's where rebar comes in. It gives the slab the flexibility to handle stress over time. So what's the timeline from plumbing rough to slab pour? Once plumbing is inspected and backfilled, we can usually get the slab ready in about a week. That includes forming, vapor barrier, rebar, and inspections. Weather is the biggest factor that slows it down. You might tell that we got a little bit of water on the vapor barrier here, so that delayed us about 5 days. So how much does a slab cost? Every project is different, but for a triplex like this, you're looking at thousands in concrete, steel, labor, and prep. This slab was $11,000, that slab's $11,000, so you're looking at $22,000 just in concrete, rebar, and labor. All right, we're back. The slabs are poured. This is the first time you can actually walk the footprint of the building, so let's check it out. Going into Unit 2 here, doorway, there's a window next to it. Over here is your kitchen. Little area for dining, could be a little living area. Then we walk this way. There'll be a doorway right here. Vanity, toilet, shower. On this wall, there's a little closet. We come into the bedroom, 10 by 12 bedroom right here with a window on the back. There's gonna be an AC unit right on the back wall. And that's the tiny home unit. Okay, so now the slab is poured. The next step is gonna be block, which is really cool. We'll try and get that on video. And after that, we'll do a rebar inspection, tie beam inspection, and they can pour the cells for the block. And after that, we do trusses and framing. So it's gonna be cool. Stay tuned for part 4. Like, subscribe, share with your friends.